women walk around certain black dudes and just feel like they can just have us if they want to, if they truly wanted to, for me, is disrespectful. I know for some guys out there, you're probably fine with it, which is the lame ass fucking weasels out there who are just cool with it, who are snow bunny fanatics.
We've been waiting for you all summer, and we're so glad you're finally here.
What's y'all type?
Tall. Anyone who isn't white. No white men. I just like darker skin. Yeah.
Okay. Like,
Tall, not white. Like, you guys, handsome as...
So the women that I am talking about, the women who come online constantly and bash black men any fucking chance that they get, insult us, say that we hate black women, say that we this, we that. You know that you are not only embarrassing us, but you are embarrassing yourselves.
I'm fully aware that I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men.
Black men are the most difficult to date, and
so I don't date American black men. I have never dated an American black man.
Do you think black women should consider dating outside their race more to find a significant other?
You have more options. So if we look at statistics and we say 1% of black men make six figures or whatever number you're looking at, if I widen my pool and I take in Asian, white, now I have more options. If somebody tells me they're stuck on a dollar amount, I'm gonna say we gotta widen the pool. You tell me I'm looking for these values, I can get that all day. If you want these character traits, I can get that all day. But if you're stuck on this dollar amount, you definitely need to broaden your horizon.
I've gone out on a date with a black woman before, and here's the interesting thing that you guys need to understand. If you are a black man and you are going out with a black woman and both of you guys are very attractive and highly attractive, you will see so many eyes staring at you. What's up, brodies? Welcome to the Bourbon Effect. My name is Tunji, and you already know what it is, so let's talk. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys today. Today's video is going to be quite an interesting one. It's gonna be a little bit different because it's gonna be more so me going off on a tangent, more so than anything. A lot of questions that some guys who are not black may have when it comes to a black man's dating life will possibly be answered today, okay? And as you can see from the title, today we're gonna be talking about dating as a self-aware black man in 2024, all right? And before I get into the topic, please hit that subscribe button. Honestly, man, it's whatever. I'm gonna be more so going off on a tangent on this video. If you want, like it. If you don't, it's whatever, okay? But yeah, where should I start? Dating as a self-aware black man in 2024. Man, this is, if you're a real subscriber, you're an OG subscriber, you might want to stick around for this one, okay? Because I got a lot of shit that I'm gonna say. You already know it's gonna be a video when I'm drinking my wine. To say the least, my dating experience in the last 5 years has been a very interesting one, to say the least. The past couple years, I've honestly attracted the most women that I've ever attracted in my life, in the dating scene in general. But with that, I've noticed a lot of things, okay? Like I always say, with the good, there comes the bad, and you know, vice versa. I know some of you guys are probably wondering on why I categorize this under self-aware black men. And the reason why I put that there is because there are certain things as a self-aware black man that I feel like the general public does not see. On top of that, other black men in general don't see. It is a very few minute number of us that can see these things, and I'm gonna be telling you guys these things today. Number one, dating as a black man is very interesting because you can see a lot of the preconceived notions that a lot of women have about you, okay? The way that they see you, even when they're not directly saying it to you, their body language, their mannerisms, all this shit, you can notice it. And you are hearing things without them actually physically saying it to you. And one of the things that I want to mention to you guys today is white women, okay? Here's the thing that I have with white women. And if you're a white woman and you're watching this, I know this is not all of you, so don't feel attacked. Don't feel like I'm, throwing strays at you. It's okay. It's not all of you, but I will say I've noticed it from a large number, okay? There seems to be this thing where when I walk around certain white women, there's this essence that they carry, almost as if like they look at me and they're just like, oh, I can have him if I want to.
You can have him if you want him.
Oh, if I really want him, I can have him. And even though they don't directly say this, and they're never gonna come out and say this, you can feel it in their mannerisms, the way they look at you, the way they talk to you, just certain things that they do. You can tell that it's almost they look at you like you're a second class dude.
What's your type?
Tall white guys.
So I don't have a chance?
No.
Is she right?
Almost as if they see you as not a real potential suitor for them, but just something that they look to like, oh, I can try it out. Or, if I really want him, I could possibly get it. And I kid you guys not, I have sensed this so many times from them, and they don't even realize that they're doing it.
A bunch of abnormal shit happened to me.
They don't. They don't expect black men, especially the self-aware black men, to even notice these things. But unfortunately, because you are self-aware, there are certain things that we see that just nobody else sees. And honestly, as good as it is to be self-aware, sometimes it's very tiring. It's mentally exhausting because you're seeing so many things that a lot of other people are not seeing. And it just creates you to overthink. It makes you just think about a whole bunch of shit that's not necessary. And this is one of them. First of all, I'm a man who has standards. I'm an intellectual man. I was raised right. I was raised with standards. I was raised with morals. My parents raised me right. So I carry myself as such. Okay? So the fact that women walk around certain black dudes and just feel like they can just have us if they want to, if they truly wanted to, for me is disrespectful. I know for some guys out there, you're probably fine with it, which is the lame ass fucking weasels out there who are just cool with it, who are snow bunny fanatics.
We've been waiting for you all summer, and we're so glad you're finally here.
What's y'all type?
Tall. Anyone who isn't white. No white men. I just like darker skin. Yeah.
Okay. Like,
Tall, not white. Like you guys, handsome as.
And I can't even blame some of them because there are certain niggas out there who are, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. Shut your ass up, bro. You are embarrassing us. Embarrassing. You're embarrassing us, bro. I can't stand when I go online and I see some of these dudes just hyping up white women the way that they do. It is embarrassing. Now, there are a lot of things that I disagree with black women on, but when it comes to the way some of y'all dudes pedestalize white women, that is one thing I could agree with them on. Some of you guys pedestalize white women like no other, and it is fucking embarrassing. To the point where a lot of them know how much you pedestalize them, and so they walk around us like they can have us at any given time that they want.
is snow. It's love, isn't it?
That's right.
And that's not true. That's not me. Maybe them, but not me. Because believe it or not, some of us black men out there are not only looking for your physicality, not just looks. You have to have something up here. You have to have some type of character trait that aligns with what I'm looking for. Morals. And not just looking good and not just being there. Some of you guys will be with a woman just because she looks good and that's it. Bad personality, bad on every other characteristic scale, but she looked good though. She looked good. Is it? Huh? If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. God damn. Y'all are fucking embarrassing, bro. And a lot of that is starting to seep onto us. Because now they look at a lot of us like that. Believe me, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. There's been particular times where I've been out with a black woman, right? On a date, maybe something like that. And I kid you guys not. When I go out on a date, like I said, y'all, I'm gonna be going on, I'm ranting, all right? This video is just gonna be rants and just giving you guys my perspective as a black man on how it is dating. Not only black man, but self-aware black man. So if you ain't ready to hear all this shit, you can click off. I really don't care, okay? I've gone out on a date with a black woman before. And here's the interesting thing that you guys need to understand. If you are a black man and you are going out with a black woman and both of you guys are very attractive and highly attractive, you will see so many eyes staring at you from other races of people. Specifically women. You will see it because it's almost as if they're not used to seeing a very attractive black couple. It's like they're not used to that. And on top of that, when they do see it, there are some women that actually, from other races, who actually act, specifically white women. Sorry, I know I keep saying you guys' name. They looking at me like, oh, I could take him away from her. First of all, one, I'm not even actually with this girl. I'm just on a date. But the fact that I can tell by body, I'm very good at reading body language and I can see it in the eyes. Remember guys, I've made so many videos on eye contact and you can just see it with their eye contact. Just the way they look. Oh, hi, trying to flirt with me with their eyes when they see that I'm on a date with a black woman. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen when I'm with other races of women and when I'm going on dates, but I notice it a lot more when I'm on a date with a black woman. And it's just almost like they're not used to it. All right? And it just pisses me off because some of these dudes out here, you lame ass niggas, come on TikTok. Oh, how do you bag these girls? How do you get these? Even with the Asian women rarely look for black dudes. But I kid you not, guys, I've been with Asian women, Latino women, black women, white women. At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter if they don't even respect you. I detest any woman who looks at me like I'm just a piece of meat. Like, oh, I'll try it. Some of you guys may be cool with that, but I am not. I am not. I'm not a fucking weasel, bro. I ain't slanging my schlong just anywhere, okay? I have standards with my shit. I don't know about y'all, but there's some of us out here who actually, you know, appreciate what we got in our body. We just not giving it out to anybody. And the fact that I can just read this and sense this from some white woman out there is uncomfortable sometimes. It is. They kind of look at you like you just secondhand. Like, oh, I'll try it. They look at you like a piece of meat sometimes. Not all of them, but I'm just talking about the particular ones that I've noticed this from. That's the vibe that I was getting. And it's because of you dudes. Why are you so eager? Why are you so thirsty? Y'all make us look bad. But anyway, that is the whole white woman segment, okay? Guys, I don't even see myself honestly marrying a white woman in the future. Please, 5 years from now, if I end up marrying a white woman with some children, you can call me out on it, because at the end of the day, we cannot help who we love. But for me personally, I just don't see myself marrying a white woman in the future unless I actually meet one who aligns with what I am looking for and we have a lot in common, and you know, everything's just right, the vibes are right, then fine, that's cool. But I mentally right now, I just don't see myself being with one, because what I've noticed a lot also, you know, I just said it was gonna end, but I'm gonna continue. Another thing that I've noticed is that one of the times that I noticed that white women fuck with black guys is if they have something that they can benefit from. If you are not a star athlete in college, or you are, you know, some type of person with a talent or status or something like that, something that can benefit them, they don't want you. And I know this is not all white women, but this is just something I have observed. Remember, this is coming from a self-aware standpoint. This is just something I've seen over the years. It's always the guys who have, you know, some type of thing that's possibly going on. And I know in general, women look for guys who have ambition and things that are going for themselves. But it's just like, I just noticed this from white women specifically a lot of the times. Like, you have to have some type of status, or they know that you're probably going to be a really great athlete who's going to sign a multi-million-dollar deal and stuff like that. You gotta have something going for yourself, because if not, they ain't gonna mess with you. And I'm not saying that's not right for them to do, because in general, I know women want to be with somebody who can provide for them, and they have the right to feel that way. But I just notice it a little bit more from white women. Have you? Maybe not, maybe so. Who knows? Okay. And another thing, dating as a black man in 2024, I feel like a lot of women do not take us seriously because they have these preconceived notions about us and these stereotypes. Like, we just don't have something good going for ourselves. Even though we are probably grinding shit out, we're going to work, coming home, working on the things that we are trying to do to better ourselves so we can be successful, so we can make a lot more money in the future, so we can live the dreams that we've wanted to live. Even though they don't see that, when they just see you surface level, they don't take you seriously. Some of them don't take you seriously. They have you in this box. And when you are something different, when you are something who is not within that realm that they see you as, it throws them off. And it can either throw them off in a good way or in a negative way. Because the woman who see this in a good way will be like, oh man, wow, he's, you know, a lot more intellectual than I thought. You know, and some people can see that as insulting, but at the end of the day, we all have certain preconceived notions. But I tend to not let it be too negative when I am meeting people. I like it to be a clean slate and judge people based off of my interaction with them. But for some women, they'll talk to you. It's like, man, he's well-mannered, well-spoken. You know, he has plans for himself, this and that. And then there's some other women who are just like, oh, I thought he was gonna be like this. You know, the thug ass nigga, the hard ass nigga, the aggressive ass nigga, who think that that they're expecting you to be like one thing, but then you're just like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Who the fuck? This nigga can talk. Like, it throws them off. I've seen it, guys. I have seen it firsthand, and it's so weird. And I know you guys are hearing this from me, and it sounds like I am just rambling right now, but this is from years of dating. And I kid you not, these are just things that I have seen over the years. Some women out there, especially when it comes to being a black man, they don't really take you as serious. And it's not all of them. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what some women out there think of me. I don't care. I am who I am, and I'm not changing for anybody. So you can try to put me in a box. You can try to have these preconceived notions about me. You can assume I am a certain way before you even meet me or have a conversation with me. I honestly don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, I'ma get mine. I'ma get mine. I'm grinding shit out right now. And yes, I may not be making so much money from it. I may not be living the life that I truly want to live, but I know it's coming. And for the woman who takes the time to get to know me and, ends up being with me before I get to that point, she gonna enjoy it with me. But till then, be grinding it out. And I don't give a fuck about how any of these women feel about me. They can see me a certain way, doesn't mean that's who I am. I know who I am. And I'm not changing for anybody whatsoever. And I'll even go into the topic of black women. I know this is not all black women, and I just want to say to any of the black women who are watching this, I know this is not all of you. There are some black women out there who defend black men, who respect black men, who have our backs, who are constantly getting called pick-me's, who are getting bashed by a lot of these other black women on TikTok and social media because they are defending us. I just want to say, a lot of us black men appreciate you. We see you, we hear you, and we love you. All right? So I just want to make sure I put that out there, because I don't feel like they get the credit that they deserve. I don't feel like they're ever highlighted. And I want to make sure that I make that apparent in this video. But to the women that I am talking about, the women who come online constantly and bash black men any fucking chance that they get, insult us, say that we hate black women, say that we this, we that. You know that you are not only embarrassing us, but you are embarrassing yourselves.
Black men are the most difficult to date.
I'm fully aware that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men.
Do you think black women should consider dating outside their race more to find a significant other?
You have more options. So if we look at statistics and we say 1% of black men make six figures or whatever number you're looking at, if I widen my pool and I take in Asian, white, now I have more options. If somebody tells me they're stuck on a dollar amount, I'm going to say we got to widen the pool. You tell me I'm looking for these values, I can get that all day. If you want these character traits, I can get that all day. But if you're stuck on this dollar amount, you definitely need to broaden your horizon.
Because one thing that I've noticed is that women from other races, even though they talk shit about men in general, they do not specify the men in their race. They just talk shit about men in general. Men are this, men are that, men are They never really specify the race of men, but black women will specifically go out of their way. A lot of them will go out of their way to talk down on black men any chance that they get, because they assume that the experience that they have had, because of the choices that they have made, even though they've probably seen the red flags right in front of their fucking face, right? And cannot take accountability for the choices that they make. They want to generalize all black men to be like that man who they ended up with, who ended up breaking their heart, who ended up hurting them, who ended up abusing them, whatever. And so they generalize all black men to be that same type of guy. And it is disgusting. It is disgusting. You're not only embarrassing us, but you're embarrassing yourself. And one thing I've noticed in this dating scene when it comes to dating black women is that whenever I'm on a date with a black woman, I don't know what it is, but there is just this sense of entitlement from some of them. It is wild to me. I don't think I've ever had a sense of it. I just feel like more under pressure when I'm on a date with a black woman than anything else. I don't know why I feel like that, but it is just the body language and the mannerisms that I see. And I don't appreciate it, because why do I have to feel like that from a woman from my own race? Why? Why do I have to feel like that? And a lot of these ones are the main one, like, oh, if you want to talk to me, cash at me, pay for my rent, pay for my bills. Like, what? Now, look, luckily for me, I haven't experienced anything like that. I've never had any woman ask me to pay for their rent or their bills or nothing like that. I don't know if that's just a TikTok thing or if that shit's actually happening. I don't know. But either way, there is this sense of entitlement that I get from some of them, and I just don't understand why. I don't get it. I date black women, and the black woman that I date, you will never catch me around these type of black women that I'm talking about. You won't catch me dead with them. Because the type of black women that I surround myself around and that I talk to are nothing like that. But it does not mean that they do not exist. And it's just ridiculous. And here's the thing that I feel like a lot of black women don't understand is, a lot of them come online and they say the shit that they're saying, and they don't even understand that you do realize that a lot of black men have more options than a lot of you guys do. That's just the truth. So it's like you bash a black man up until the point where he don't even want to really date black women anymore. I haven't really gotten to that point because I can discern that it's not all black women that are like this, but some black men have just given up. Just, I can't take this anymore. Like, why am I gonna date a woman who don't even respect me, who constantly gives me attitude, why? And so they date outside their race. And then they complain. And then they say, oh, he dating Becky. Well, that's maybe because Becky is treating him right. It's just as simple as that. Maybe there's some things that he told her that he likes and that he appreciates and that he wants to see more from her, and she's doing it. Maybe even without him asking. But it's the pride that some of these black women have. They're so prideful that nobody can say shit to them. And this is coming from a black man who dates all races, including black women. I don't discriminate at all. I know a lot of this shit on social media is on social media. I don't let that dictate who I date. Is it frustrating seeing it online sometimes? Yes, but at the end of the day, I'ma still date who I am attracted to and who I vibe with the most. Doesn't really matter what the race is. So it's just like, I don't understand where the disconnect comes from. I really don't. At the end of the day, guys, dating as a black man is not the easiest thing. You guys may see us, oh man, this dude is buff. Oh yeah, he's getting all the bitches. Even if we're attracting as many women as you think, it doesn't really make dating as easy as you may assume. There's still a lot of hurdles that we have to go through, a lot of things that we see that other people don't see, that's honestly just frustrating to experience. Being self-aware and being overly aware, you just see so many things that sometimes you just wish you didn't see, or you just wish you didn't notice. You wish you were oblivious to it. I never knew the meaning of ignorance is bliss, because have you guys ever had a certain situation where there's certain meanings of words that you just refuse to look up because you just want to figure out the meaning on your own by life experience? Maybe that's just me, but I never knew what the meaning ignorance is bliss was. I never knew the meaning of that, and I always used to listen to the Kendrick Lamar song, and I was like, I don't know what the meaning of that is, and I never took the time to look up the meaning. I don't know why. Until I got older And I started to become more self-aware of so many things to the point where it became overwhelming. And then I understood what it meant. Ignorance is bliss. Life is so much more simple and easier when you do not know a lot of the things that you wish you didn't, especially as an adult. And so when you see the things that you see from other races of women who they kind of look at you as if you don't have anything going for yourself, and they don't really take you seriously as a viable option to make a future with just because you are Black, it's disheartening sometimes. But I refuse to ever let that dictate who I am as a person. I don't let that change who I am as a person. And I don't let that reduce the confidence and self-love that I have for myself because people want to be ignorant and make assumptions about you based off of the way you look or the color of your skin. I refuse. Because I know the way my mother raised me. I know the family I come from, and I know the culture that I come from. And nothing will ever take that away from me. And for any young Black man in general out there who is watching this, never look down on yourself. Never look at yourself as less than, because the world wants to see you as that. Just because the world sees you as that doesn't mean that is what you are. You are great. You are a king. And you need to carry yourself as such. You need to have ambitions for yourself. You need to have goals for yourself. And focus on those things and achieve those things. So all those motherfuckers who doubted you, eat their fucking words. And that's how we're gonna live by. Success is the best revenge, baby. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the rant. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Either way. Yeah. You already know what it is. Urban Effect out. Peace out.